She said, her grandma said, why you let this black monkey in my house?
Well, I mean, you keep saying that she was 19, but she wasn't.
Okay, so she wasn't 19.
She was not 19.
So how old was she really?
She was 13.
She was 13?
Yes.
What?
So that's why if she was 19 or even 18, we wouldn't have, we wouldn't be involved in that.
Friends, today's doo-doo dum-dum is Jaquese Sankey. This dirty bugger was caught in bed with a girl, but denied knowing her age. We're going to start with his history of women from Snapchat. He is a little hard to hear, but bear with it, the audio does get better.
So you're 22 now.
Yes,
Have
sir.
you ever been in a relationship or had sex with anyone under the age of 18 since you've been an adult?
No, sir.
Besides this?
No, sir.
Anyone that you knew was underage?
No, sir. We don't play that. No, sir. No, sir.
So, like I had mentioned before, like a part of my job is to go through and, I get different types of legal orders for different accounts. And then I did obtain the records from your Snapchat, which, includes conversation, but with other people. And then in your, so I don't get to look at it like on the Snapchat app or anything. They send it in documents, text documents. So that was your Snapchat handle. I guess at one point it was this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then it has it listed as. Next page. Had a phone number listed. This is like your subscriber stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Email address.
That was my phone number, yeah.
Okay. So, and then is this email address, Jaquese1 at iCloud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I get that, then I follow that, and I have to get a legal order for that because there was indications that you had been communicating different methods prior to that. So when I asked you, about any kind of relationships you had with girls that weren't old enough, there were some things in the iCloud account,
Mm-hmm.
conversations. So that kind of goes to wanting to be able to believe what you're saying, but if you're not honest about everything, then it makes it harder to believe all of it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So there was some conversations where you were communicating with girls who told you that they were between the ages of 14 and 17, and there were conversations where you were requesting either video or photos from these girls. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not just we're just going to take this girl's word and just lock you up based on her word. There was other things that I had to do to be able to say whether she's telling the truth or not. And this other stuff doesn't necessarily mean she was telling the truth. I understand that. But again, it goes based off, it's her word and then your word and then the evidence. And then we have to try to find out what's the truth, because not everybody's going to tell the truth about everything all the time.
Yes, sir, but I'll tell the truth about that. I don't, but go ahead, though. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just for instance, there's a conversation with a girl that she told you this would have been, believe. Let's see. You would have been 21, I believe. I don't have it here, but it says she said she told you she was 15, and you said, "Do you care about messing with older niggas? Would you fuck with me?" And you basically continued to talk to her. Like at one point, you wanted to spend the night with her, and she told you that her mother wouldn't allow it. And then you said, "Just don't tell her till after you turn 18. You can keep things between me and you until you turn 18." So that girl that told you she was 15, she was actually 13. I did some research, identified who that person was through her phone number. She was actually 13. So that's what I'm talking about as far as being able to believe what you're telling me. Is there's things that have come up that's just like, well, she may have said this, but
I ain't gonna lie, that wasn't me that just said that. I ain't gonna lie, that wasn't me that said that.
What do you mean?
Like, that wasn't me that said that from the icon. Like my homeboy.
He would use your name and like photos of you
Like
to.
my phone, yeah, basically.
Okay.
But that wasn't me though. I'm not gonna lie.
So all of them. Mm-hmm.
That was the only bit that I that I actually had intercourse with. Like that's like all that other stuff. That's not.
So these other ones that like, was it just like fantasy, like you weren't ever going to do it? But because I only have a couple written down here, but there was a lot. There was a lot. And it wasn't. It's not. Listen, I'm not trying to say that you're like a child predator, because there was plenty of girls you were talking to that were plenty old enough to be able to do this stuff. But the girls who clearly told you they weren't old enough, it didn't. It didn't seem to like bother you that much. Like a 12-year-old that, based on the conversation, that you may have had a relationship with her in the past. And this is kind of like a reverse. She told you she was 12, but she was lying, and later told you she's actually 18. But during the time that she told you she was 12, you said you don't care, I don't care. And she even brought up, like, I think she was trolling you too. She's like, but like, why would you want to fuck with me? Ain't that like a case? And then you said, we vibing right now. We can be FWB. You know what that means? Anything you want to be, we can. So like, you're not being charged with this. That's like, I'm just telling you like where I'm coming from. I don't have to tell you this because it has nothing to do with this case, other than you want me to believe that she told you something, but then there's evidence, and you're telling me that somebody else sent it. But again, one of the things that comes with these records is IP address information. Do you know what IPs are?
Yeah,
it's basically like an address to your phone. Phone.
Basically, they see what I'm at. Yeah.
So that would mean that somebody had to use your phone to send these messages, that was sending information about you, that would tell you about how you're waiting on a settlement, so you get your car going because you were in a crash. So this person that you say was sending messages to these girls knew all of these things. I mean, you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
So that's his history with women. What a dirty sod, eh? Now they're going to discuss why he was arrested with the current victim.
And that's the reason I'm here. I'm trying to, I only have one side of the story right now. I tried reaching you before it got to this point, but I guess the apartment on Heritage you weren't at. And then the phone number that I had for you was no longer in service when I called it.
Like, I got my taxes, right? And I had to pay $800 on my phone bill to get my phone to my phone. And I got to text the number. My phone been off for like a year and a half, 2 years. And my apartment, not gonna lie, I got evicted from my apartment, so I live with my mom right now. So it's like kind of a tough situation. Then I got a settlement coming, and then it's like, I gotta go to therapy for my settlement.
Was that from the crash?
Yeah, my crash, yeah. Oh, they see all that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the number that ended in the 4320, that was your old number. Did you say you had a text now, or are you just using it like when you have Wi-Fi or something, since your phone was turned off, or how are you? Did you have a new phone number since then?
No, I had I got a new phone number now, but my phone is off now because I've been incarcerated for 27 days.
27.
Yeah, before I came here, I was in jail at Oregon Road and Falkenberg for 27 days. Mm. And I would just hit my mom up off social media, like calling her and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm familiar with the case, so I was hoping to get your side of this story, because obviously right now I only have one side and I wasn't able to reach you. Yes, so unfortunately we're in this circumstance where you're here under like this, instead of just talking at your house or whatever. But I still would like to get your side of the story. It's up to you if you talk to me. That being said, I do want to confirm a couple of things. I just want to make sure your Jaquese, is it Joran? Is that how you say your middle name?
Duran?
Joran?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you like the basics of why you're in here, and then again, if you decide you don't want to talk to me, you don't have to.
Okay.
There was an incident that happened back at the beginning of the year, January 1st, here in Marion County. There was a report that you were at the house, you had sex with someone, and that person was not of a legal age to consent to sex. Does that sound familiar? Because
Yeah, that's not right. That's not right. So could I take you to like back to when we were texting?
yes, sir.
Okay, so the girl, I'm not gonna lie, I met her from an online app. I'm not gonna lie, online app that that we I got to know her or whatever. She told me she was 19. That's from there on out. After that, it's like we talk. I like every girl I talk to, I actually get to know them. Like actually get to know them. So, like we had like simple conversation like, hey, where are you from? What's your name? How old are you? When's your birthday? What's your ethnicity? I get to know I actually get to know the girl. She told me all that. Then fast forward, we were talking for like I think a few weeks. Fast forward, she wanted me to come spend the night at her house. She was like, yeah, you would come spend the night. And then she said I could pack my bags, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I packed my bags, whatever. Come fast forward to so when I got to her house, she said when I got there, she said I gotta go around the back and come through the window. And she screenshot the house and she put an arrow like on the picture, like as in like I'm going like just like the house, her next door neighbor, this is her house. And she had put an arrow like going to her house, right? And saying like, like an arrow like this is where you gotta go. Mm-hmm. She didn't take me that to after I got to the house. And then I like at first I came to the front door, like I parked in the front door, parked in the front yard, and then she said no, don't park in the front yard. She said you gotta come around to the back. So I'm like, okay. I climbed through the window, like she had sent a picture of an arrow with no Snapchat.
Okay.
So I climbed through the window. Her sister was in there. She was in there. We was playing. I played the game for a little bit. We laid down. Then that's what happened. But she was 19 though. Like she was 19.
You said excuse me. She looked 19.
No, she wasn't like. No, she didn't look 19. She was 19. Like her birthday. It all makes sense.
Like on the app that you were talking to her through.
Yeah, I said 19. Then when I actually got to know her, she said, she was 19.
Okay. And you said when you got there, you came through the window and her sister was in there too?
No, her sister didn't get to. I apologize. Her sister came in the room. Her sister wasn't in the room. And we were just playing.
What do you mean playing?
Like, how like young adults, like we just play,
Like a game or like making out or what?
Yeah, no, video game.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What app did you meet her on?
If I'm not mistaken, it was BOK. I'm not mistaken.
What is it? BOK?
BLK.
BOK?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If I'm not mistaken. I don't want to lie to you, because this could cost my freedom, honestly. I don't want to lie to you.
I understand. So you talked for a while on the app before you started talking on Snapchat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And she told you she was 19?
Yes, sir. So that's from what I know. Like, so from what she told me, I know that she's 19, from what she told me.
Okay.
It's like 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. I'm behind her, but I'm not up on her, you know. But I'm on the cover. Her grandma comes to the room and she says, who is this? She says, my sister.
Grandma, she says grandma is sister?
Huh?
She told you that her grandma was her sister?
Nah. Her grandma comes in the room.
Oh, she said that you were her, you were covered up or something?
Like I was undercover because like, you see how I be freezing up, right? So I got a little iron, so I was cold. So she said, my sister. So I'm guessing her grandma left out the room.
Mm-hmm.
From me thinking, me putting two and two together, the grandma goes to her sister room, her little sister, and she checks if her sister there. Me thinking, putting two and two together, her sister, was in the room, in her own room. So her grandma come back in the room, come back in her room, and she says, mind you, she speaks straight Spanish, so I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
All I hear is like, well, all I feel is like, you know how you lay on the bed and you can feel somebody like, tapping the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I put a cover under my head. I see her grandma is hitting her in the head, like, and then speaking Spanish. She's speaking Spanish fast as who knows what. Like, I'm like, and no, first, okay, so before I move, she's just laying there. I'm like, I put my head under the cover. I'm like, yo, like, you just gonna, I'm like, yo, like, what is she saying? Like, you gonna let her hit you? Like, what are you saying? Like, I'm saying, like, what is she saying? Because if I need to go, let me know that I don't want no problems, you know? So, well, her little sister's coming to the room because, she hears her grandma yelling.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's say that this is the entrance to her room.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say her bed's right here, and we're all standing up. Like, her grandma is in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see how I can picture this. Her grandma in the doorway, her sister's right here, the girl's right here next to me. Like, after her sister comes in the room, we all get up. Her sister's right here, so I'm like in the middle of them arguing. I'm just like looking at both of them. She's talking in Spanish. I'm asking her, can you please translate me? Can you please translate me what your grandma's saying? Because she speaks nothing but Spanish. I don't understand Spanish. Mm-hmm. So, let me see. After that, she said, she just wants you to go. She don't want you to leave. Just don't come back. I'm like, okay, fine. I get my book bag. I'm like, I look at my phone. My phone is dead. I try to call my sister to come get me. My phone is dead. I said, can I use the charger? Cause my phone is dying. My phone is on 2%, and my sister is in the Haven. So, when I get there, I'm sorry. Let me see all this that. Yeah, she said just take the charger. She said take the charger and just leave. So as I'm leaving, I see her grandma. Please forgive me. I see her grandpa in the kitchen just sitting there looking at me. He didn't mind you. Her grandpa didn't come to the room. So I'm thinking like she said just leave, just go. She was like go like that. That's the only thing she said in Spanish was go. So I'm looking around the house like where's the front door? I asked her like where's the front door? She was like it's right there. I'm like okay, can you open it for me? Because like the way she pointed it was like a door right here and a door right here, like on the side. And she was behind me, so I'm like okay, can you go to it, open it for me? Because I don't know where the door is. So she opened the door. I left. Had my book bag and stuff like that. I just left. I didn't, and that was really it. I didn't mean no harm to the family. She told me she was 19. She said after that, she said her grandma said, "Why you let this black monkey in my house?" That's what she said. And I'm like, man, that's really, why would she say that? That's really like.
She said it in Spanish, or she was able to say that in English?
I had already left by the time she even said that. this is after the fact that I had left. She was like her grandma had said, why did she let this black monkey in her house? And I'm like, bro, that's not the way how you talk about nobody or treat nobody.
How did you find out about that? About her saying that?
She told me like a few days after, or a day after, or a few hours after. I don't know.
Okay. Did she tell you what had happened as far as her parents calling us out there?
Say it again?
Did she tell you what happened as far as her parents calling us out there?
No.
She didn't tell you what happened?
I just met a girl and I was just really feeling her. Like I didn't mean for none of this to go like this. I didn't, honestly, if she could have had company, she could have told me that from the get go. I would have never came. I would have literally never came. But it's just like, I don't know.
How old did you tell her you were? Or did you have your age listed on your profile?
Yeah. I have my real age and I read everything. I have my real age, real everything.
Okay.
It was that year, right? I was 21.
It was before it was this year, but before your birthday. So yeah, you were 21.
Yeah.
Okay. And
yeah. And like, I have nothing to lie about. This is my freedom. I have nothing to lie about. All honesty. I'm a good young adult.
And I understand, it's not the situation that anybody wants to be in.
Right. It doesn't look good on my end.
It's, there is a little bit more than that because you had, from the information I got from her was that you two had sex that night. Is that correct?
Yes, that was correct.
And you believe that she was 19?
No, she told me she was 19. We didn't have sex, but she was 19.
Well, you keep saying that she was 19, but she wasn't.
Okay, so she wasn't 19.
She was not 19.
So how old was she really?
She's 13.
She was 13?
Yes.
What?
So that's why if she was 19 or even 18, we wouldn't be involved in that.
That's crazy. So what if, I just don't understand, man. This is my feeling. I don't understand, man. Like, I don't understand.
And listen, I completely understand that. Sometimes there's girls that will lie about their age because they feel that they're more mature and they want to be involved with guys older than, however old they are. I get that. And that's an important factor in the case. But at the same time, what the law says is that, ignorance of age and things like that is really, it's not an exception to the law.
So what does that mean?
Basically, it means is just because you think that she's of age, it doesn't really make the law go away because she's still underage. And that's why I'm trying to figure out.
I didn't touch her. Like, the most I did was bring her back. I literally played. She did got Fortnite on her in her room. I literally played Fortnite, and we like, man, so we played, like nothing, nothing happened. I just don't know, like, why, like, do y'all do anything about that if she if she lied?
And that's why I'm saying it's important to get your side of the story because because part of my investigation, I'll go through and I'll look at conversations. I get legal orders, search warrants, or subpoenas to get records from like phones, from Snapchat, things like that, and I can see the conversations. If there's indications that somebody's saying they're a different age than what they really are, that plays into it for sure.
Okay.
I'm just saying that, like, the way the law is, when somebody is saying, and they're 13 years old, and somebody else who's 21 that they had sex.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that whether you believe she was 13 or whether you believe she was 19, the law still applies because she's a minor. She can't consent at that age. But the things that you said, like if she's stating that she's 19, which would be legal age, those things do matter. But again, I only had one side of the story. I wasn't able to get in contact with you. I've reviewed the Snapchat conversations. I don't see anywhere in there where there's conversation about age. And my concern is there was, I did interviews with her. What did you call her by the way? Do you know her name?
on Snapchat, you can save certain messages and you can't save certain messages. Like, my mom, she already messages, like, you can't, and I save everything, like, you know, of all, I show my mom all the girls I talk to. My mom even knows of her, like, mom knows of her, like, I just don't understand, because this is literally like my freedom. This is literally my freedom. I don't understand, like, why, like she would lie about, you know, her age, you know, like, she told me she was 19, like, she's 19, that's like, you know, that's what she told me, I'm telling you, but, I mean, it's proof I was gonna put in that she was 13, but, I don't understand, like.
One thing though is, you know, if you're being honest with me and you're telling me the truth like you're saying you are, because at first you said yes, you had sex, but then you kind of went back and like the most you did was like rub her back and things like that, and that's why you got to be honest about everything, not just part of it. Okay,
that's I understand, but no, I did not have sex with her. All honesty, the most I did was rub her back, cause I just got from work to her house. We didn't even get really much do anything, like, cause like I was too worn out, I was too tired out. Like I worked 10-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts. All honesty.
Was there any like oral sex?
Like me like either her out or her? Nah. Okay. Nah.
Is there any reason why, like, because even for like Snapchat, when you delete something, it doesn't necessarily get deleted from their system. So when I do like a search warrant to send a Snapchat and I say I want all the messages from this account, just because you delete them from yours and you don't see it on your conversation doesn't mean that they don't still have it and they send it to me. So there's messages after you left that would indicate that you did have sex. And her claim is that you had sex. There's evidence at the house there's condoms. We collected DNA from her clothing that she would have been wearing at the time. So that's why I said, you know, it's important to be honest about everything, not just, you know, because I'm not saying you're lying that she told you that she was 19. I believe that that's very possible. But then when you tell me that things that didn't happen,
like she told me, like I honestly don't know, it's just my life is ruined, bro. My life is ruined. Like my life is all gone. My life is gone.
That's not necessarily true, because again, you've been arrested, yes, and that's not good. Obviously, it's never good to be arrested, but it's not a conviction. There's a lot of things that go into it, and without me being able to get these, you know, ask you these questions to get this, because it all goes in my report. Okay, it's being recorded. It's not a secret. But your side of the story is just as important, because I can only go based off of what she told me and then the evidence that I have that I've collected in my investigation. So if what you tell me aligns with the evidence but is inconsistent with her statement, then we have to try to piece that together. And it's not like we just automatically believe everything she says, but without being able to get a hold of you and the evidence pointing to what at least some of what she said to be true, that's all I really had to go off. But again, my concern.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to reiterate to you that, you know, if you're going to be honest, you have to be honest about everything, not just part of it. Because if you tell me, you say, she said she was 19, but we didn't have sex. But I know that part's not true. So how am I going to believe the part about her telling you that she was 19? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You're right. Okay, so we met off. I think we met off BLK. Like we were texting off there, and you know that happened. But I didn't like God knows my intentions are pure. You know, I didn't know that, you know, she was 13. All honestly, I didn't know she was 13, because I would have just batted off like 13. Like I have a sister her age. Like literally, like have a sister her age. Like I didn't mean for none of that to happen. It's just my life is ruined. Like my life is literally ruined. Like I didn't mean for none of that to happen.
And I believe that. I believe, because I do know, like I've been doing this long enough to know that there are girls that will lie. Okay. And it's not necessarily to try to trap you to get you in trouble, but they do want a relationship or whatever it is they want out of it. But they are setting things up for problems, because, you know, if they're not old enough to consent, that's what the law says. They're not old enough. Whether they want to have sex, or they want to do this and that, the law says they're not able to make that decision on their own because they're not an adult. I can't tell you it's all going to be fine because I don't know the answer to that. But again,
I want to know how can I go about it if she lied? Because it's you know.
Well, again, I told you at the beginning that you don't have to talk to me. But from my perspective, if what you're saying is true, the best thing to do is just be honest with me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
From my understanding, I met off real K. I got to know her. If I knew she was 13, I would never text her. Like, I got to know her age. She told me she was 19. We text off Snapchat, everything. She wanted me to come over or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, we had sex, but I didn't know that she was underage. I honestly didn't know. Honestly, honestly, I didn't know she was underage. Fast forward like 4:30, came in the morning, 5:30. I guess that's when her grandma got ready for work. She said that, she said, "Who is this?" She said my sister. She left the room. She came back. When she came back, she started hitting her in the head, fighting, hit her, everything like that. I got up from under the cover. Matter of fact, I was up on her. I wasn't up on her, but I was behind her. My head was up on the cover. She said, she was just speaking straight Spanish, like they didn't know a lick of English at all. And after that, it was like, she said, I can, you basically know the rest. Like, I basically got my things. I got up. I asked her for a charger. I got a charger. And I left. She started texting me. She missed me and stuff like that. And I should come back and stuff like that. And it just, I feel like in my heart, I feel like if you're underage, I feel like you should, you should not lie about that. Cause this is really serious. And this, my life is ruined, bro. That's all I know. My life is ruined.
I agree that it is serious. When she told you that you had to climb through the window, that wasn't like a red flag to you? Like, 19-year-olds that have to have somebody climb through the window?
No, but some of them do if they can't have a company, but she didn't say that.
Right.
She told me she told me when I got there, as soon as I got there, I was like, all right, I'm here. I think I called her on Snapchat. She was like, we gotta come through the back door. I think she said something because her dog, something like that, but when I got there, I didn't see no dog. Well, I saw a dog, but it's like, I don't know what she was thinking, but when I got there, she said, I gotta come through the window. She took me a screenshot of the houses. She said, I gotta walk through you know how the house look. You went to the house, right?
Yeah.
She said, I gotta walk through like the right side where the neighbors at. I gotta walk in between them. She said, I gotta just come through the window. When I came through the window, then that's when it all happened. And then 4:30, 5:30, that's when I got ready for work. And then she just started going at it. But honestly, I didn't mean for none of this to go this way because I'm a genuine dude. I don't if I knew that she was 13, I would never, But that is crazy. That is crazy.
So,
but we didn't have oral sex at all. Me eating her out or her eating, we didn't have oral sex.
okay. You had sexual intercourse?
Yes, sir. Honestly, yes, sir.
Okay. How many times?
One.
One or two?
One. I think that the condom, cause I know when a condom was gonna pop, I took it off and I think. How many condoms you seen? You seen one or two condoms? Because we didn't have sex 2 times. Honestly, we didn't.
Did you use 2 condoms?
I don't. If it's been a year ago, I don't remember. But if I have, I don't remember. But
okay. So there wasn't a break in between where you guys watched a movie or had pizza and then had sex again? Do you remember watching a movie with her on the TV?
Yeah, we were watching TV, yeah. And she had asked me if I was hungry. And I was like, yeah, and she had brought me pizza from her room, everything. And I went to the kitchen, everything, if her people was there who was talking in the kitchen, I went to the kitchen, everything, I didn't,
You didn't have to hide or anything.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So I don't know, I don't know, 13 though, it's crazy.
So you did wear a condom when you had sex. what happened with what do you think happened with that? Did you throw it away or did you let her deal with it?
After she asked me do I want something to eat, we went to the kitchen. I guess she threw it away in the trash can. I guess while eating at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. But I didn't. I honestly didn't mean if anything happened. Like I know my life. I know my life tarnished. I know my life over it. Like I know for a fact. Like
well, again, like I said, this isn't. Unfortunately, there's other steps that come where it has to go through the court process. It's not fun. It's not good. But this isn't where you made that the decision is made that your life is ruined. It's not good, but it's not the end. Okay, so there's a lot that has to happen. And again, the reason I wanted to talk to you because there are some things that came up during the investigation that didn't fully add up, and that's what I'm trying to figure out.
yes, sir. Go ahead.
So
I'm gonna say everything. Go ahead.
Was it not until after you guys had sex that you found out she was only 13 or under 18?
See, look, the thing is, I never knew that I never found out that she was underage. I never knew. Like, literally never knew. She told me she was 19. After that, I was like, okay, we good. So we can kick it.
So the thing is, she covered for you because her mom is the one that called based off of, knowing how old their daughter is, knowing she's not old enough, and seeing you. Mom didn't, but she saw you on because they have cameras there.
Yeah, right.
And she's like, he looks older than 18, so that's why we got involved. So
she told me it was her grandma that.
Well, it was the grandma that came in the room, but I'm talking about later. Mom was away at work or whatever she was doing, but she saw it on the video when she got home because obviously grandma called her and told her what had happened.
Yes, sir.
But is there any reason why? I mean, the reason I brought that up is because she covered. She's like, she told me at first. She's like, he's only 16. He's only 16. So she told me that you were only 16. But obviously, I had her phone where she was communicating with you through Snapchat. I saw J92 Reckless, Jaquese. She told me your name was Jaquese. That's really all she knew. The sister said your name was Jaquese and that she had seen you. And that's what I'm asking is why, how would the sister and she also said that you knew that she was 13.
I did not know she was 13. I did not know. Honestly, I did not know she was 13.
Understand why she would, say that you were 16. Did you ever tell her you were 16 or?
Nah. I never told her that I was 16. No, I told her every girl my right age, like literally my right age.
So that's what I'm trying to understand is why she would tell me you're 16 to cover for you basically, but then tell me that, yeah, he knew I was 13 and then the sister separately, I didn't talk to her in front of, her, talked to her separately. And she said that you knew that Melanie was 13.
I don't know.
At what point? I don't know. Like it could have been after that you guys talked after or what?
Nah, cause after that we didn't really talk after that because she got a new boyfriend that looked older than me. So and in the comments it says mine with a heart on Instagram. So that's where I don't understand. Like I don't know. It's just not making sense to me because I did not know she was 13. That's crazy.
So is this person that you called your sister that drove a 2021 Toyota Rose Andre?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any reason why she would know that this girl was 13 or at some point? Maybe not as she's driving you there.
Does she know that she's 13? Nah, she didn't. She said she looked good. Like she said she looked good for you. Like that's all she said. Like she looked good for you.
So there's no reason that she would say that you knew that she was how old she really was?
Nah.
Sent you some photos and videos through Snapchat, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That's it's because she's underage. Adults that are of consenting age, they can send whatever they want. Underage, obviously you can't do that.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing that makes you put in a ID with verify that your age or anything like that. So, but she had a profile and that profile said how old?
19.
And she messaged you?
Even in her bio on Instagram, it said 19.
Okay.
Because I believe she had made a new Instagram before I got arrested, and I seen her Instagram, and she got a new boyfriend a little older than me. He looked older than me. So I don't.
Did you ever talk to her after that night?
We texted a few times, but like nothing like, you know, all she was saying is basically she missed me and stuff like that, but it's like, you know, that was really it, really. I didn't never meant for the internet to go this way. If she was 13, I would have said, okay, no, but honestly, I didn't know she was 13. All honesty, I didn't know.
So you're stating that you're being honest when you say you only had sexual intercourse one time, and you said you wore a condom during that when you had sex.
Just all the evidence to put in. Like I know I'm going down for this, but I know like she told me she was 18. 19. That's why I went by 19. That's what she told me. Like I don't like. It's just crazy to me. Like my life.
Are you maintaining that? I mean, because again, her sister both said that you knew she was 13. Whether it was before or after, I'm not sure.
No, honestly, it wasn't. Like, I didn't know she was 13. Like, she told me she was 19. That's what it was. And the other messages, my homeboy, you know, had my phone, and you know, because he don't really put me on the dating app. He don't really put me on it. So he had my phone.
So you never met up with any of those girls?
Never. No, I never met up with any.
Why would he do that from your phone or your account?
I have no idea. I'll be on the game playing the game, 2K. Or either I'll be at work, but when I be at work, I'll be on my phone with me.
Then who is that person?
Jordan Carlton.
Jordan Carlton. Did you live with him?
No, but he'd be coming to my house like from time to time.
Okay. All right.
Jordan Banks.
Is that the same person or is it?
This is a different person.
Oh, so there's multiple people using it?
My phone, yeah, because I had iCloud. I have my number, but the iCloud was, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that she was underage, all honesty. Because, like, she'd be, like, posting her body on Snapchat, on Instagram, she'd post her body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's typical stuff like that. But she literally posts her body and stuff like that, so.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
How you think this case gonna go?
I can't answer that, man. I can tell you that, again, like what the law says, that ignorance of age doesn't matter, but it does when it comes to it. If it would get to the point where it goes to a trial, that factor plays in because everybody's human. They know that people lie and that people can be deceived. Okay, so whether what you're saying is accurate or what she's saying is accurate, that's not for me to judge. I have to do my job and follow the evidence. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's why I got to where I did, where I had to ask for a judge to sign an arrest warrant. I put in the facts of what I found, and most of it I talked to you about. I'm not trying to hide anything from you.
Yes, sir.
But you know, there was things that I found that were concerning. Now, if I would have went in there and found conversations where you're talking to girls and they say, "Oh, I'm 14, I want to be with you," and you're like, "Nah, I don't want to do that." That's okay. That would make more sense when you tell me she said she was 19. But then when I find that stuff, is he really telling me the truth, or did he really know?
No, I'm telling you the truth. Like, I really didn't know. Like, honestly, I really didn't know that she was 13. Honestly, I know. Like, that disgusted me. Like, then I know that she's 13. Like.
So that's the end of the police interviews. Let me read out the newspaper article to give you an update on this case. So a man from Tampa is facing charges after deputies say he was there for a sexual encounter with a 13-year-old. Marion County deputies say the investigation started in January after a family member found the suspect in bed with the child, referring to the grandma. That man identified was Jaquese Sankey. He's 22. Police determined Sankey had been communicating on Snapchat. The victim told detectives they met through a mutual friend and had been talking and texting for a month. She said Jaquese knew she was 13. Now, about a month later, detectives said they found more messages between Sankey and 11 other females under the age of 18. The sheriff's office said Sankey told the juveniles he didn't mind their ages. He allegedly also requested explicit photos and showed interest in meeting these juveniles. So from the beginning, when they were discussing other women, not only was he with the one the grandma caught him with, there was 11 others. So he's charged with lewd or lascivious battery on a victim between 12 and 16. To police, he admitted to sexual battering the victim. The case is ongoing. He's awaiting trial. So comment, tell me what you think.